Ever wondered what made Genghis Khan the most feared and respected conqueror of the 13th century? In the windswept steppes of Mongolia, a boy named Temujin, later known as Genghis Khan, was born into a world of hardship and strife. His life began humbly, yet through sheer grit and indomitable will, he rose to become the ruler of an empire that stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe. Genghis Khan was not just a warrior, but a strategic genius. His military prowess was second to none, and his innovative tactics were a major reason for the Mongol Empire's vast conquests. He was known for his use of psychological warfare, a tactic that sowed fear and confusion among his enemies. Stories of the Mongols' ferocity and ruthlessness spread like wildfire, often causing adversaries to surrender without a fight. But his strategies weren't limited to intimidation. Genghis Khan was a master of espionage, gathering intelligence about enemy territories, their strengths and weaknesses. He used this information to devise strategies, outmaneuvering his opponents on the battlefield. Genghis Khan was also a pioneer in adopting new technologies and ideas. He incorporated advanced siege techniques and weapons from different cultures into his own forces. This adaptability made the Mongol army a force to be reckoned with, capable of conquering diverse and well-fortified cities. Moreover, his meritocratic approach to leadership was revolutionary for its time. He valued loyalty and competence over noble birth, and this led to a highly motivated and efficient military machine that was relentless in its pursuit of victory. It wasn't just about conquering for Genghis Khan, it was about creating a lasting empire. He understood the importance of law and order and implemented a code known as Yasa, governing everything from trade to diplomacy, thus laying the foundations for a robust administrative system. From a struggling nomad to the leader of the world's largest contiguous land empire, Genghis Khan's rise to power was truly extraordinary. His story is a testament to the power of resilience, strategic brilliance, and visionary leadership. It's a story that continues to fascinate, inspire, and terrify, even after almost 8 centuries. What if I told you that the Mongol Empire at its peak covered an area greater than the Roman Empire ever did? Quite a thought to chew over, isn't it? The Mongols, under the leadership of the legendary Genghis Khan, embarked on a series of conquests in the 13th and 14th centuries that were nothing short of awe-inspiring. Their military achievements were unparalleled, their strategies innovative, and their impact on world history profound. Let's journey back in time and delve into some of their major battles and conquests. Firstly, the Mongol conquest of China, a monumental task that spanned several decades. Genghis Khan began his assault on the Jin dynasty in the early 13th century. His innovative military strategies, including the use of psychological warfare, proved decisive. The Mongols' victory marked the first time that all of China was ruled by a foreign dynasty, the Yuan. Then, the Mongols turned their attention to Central Asia. They launched a series of invasions, decimating cities and establishing Mongol rule. The Khwarezm Empire, once a beacon of culture and learning, crumbled under the might of the Mongols. And let's not forget the Mongol invasions of Eastern Europe. The Mongols swept through the region like a storm, defeating armies with ease. They established the Golden Horde, a Mongol state that ruled over parts of Russia, Ukraine, and other nearby territories. This conquest brought about significant political changes in Eastern Europe, with the Mongols' influence extending far beyond their rule. The military strategies employed by the Mongols were ahead of their time. They mastered the art of horse archery, used sophisticated siege tactics, and even incorporated elements of psychological warfare. These strategies, combined with their sheer determination and resilience, made the Mongols an unstoppable force. The Mongol conquest reshaped the world, altering political landscapes and setting the stage for future developments. Their rule brought about changes in trade, culture, and governance, leaving an indelible mark on the regions they conquered. The Mongol conquests left a lasting imprint on the world, forever changing the course of history. What happens when an empire that vast falls? This question brings us to the twilight of the Mongol Empire, a period marked by internal strife, fragmentation, and eventual decline. But the story of the Mongols doesn't end with the fall of their empire. Rather, it's a new chapter, one that reveals a legacy as vast and far-reaching as the empire they once ruled. The Mongol conquests, while brutal and destructive, were also a catalyst for cultural exchange and global connectivity. As they swept across continents, They brought with them not just war but also ideas, technologies, and traditions from the far corners of their empire. They were, in a sense, the world's first global citizens, creating a network of cultural exchange that spanned the Eurasian continent. This was especially evident in the realm of trade. The Mongols established a complex system of trade routes, famously known as the Silk Road, which fostered economic interdependence among diverse regions. From the bustling markets of China to the far-flung bazaars of Persia, goods, ideas, and people moved with an ease and safety previously unimaginable. This in turn led to an unprecedented era of prosperity and cultural fusion. The Mongol rule also left a profound impact on the political landscape of the regions they conquered. They introduced a form of governance based on meritocracy, a stark contrast to the hereditary rule prevalent in many societies of that time. This system, albeit enforced with an iron fist, allowed for efficient administration and offered opportunities for social mobility. Yet, the legacy of the Mongols is not without its dark side. Their reign was marked by widespread devastation, population displacement, and a loss of cultural identity in many regions. The scars of their conquests still linger in the collective memory of the nation they once ruled. But regardless of how one views them, the Mongols indisputably played a pivotal role in shaping world history. Their empire, both in its rise and fall, brought about changes that reverberate to this day. The Mongol Empire may have fallen, but its impact can still be seen and felt even today. But was Genghis Khan merely a ruthless conqueror, or was there more to this enigmatic figure? As we delve deeper into the life of this paradoxical figure, we begin to see the multifaceted nature of Genghis Khan, revealing a man of contradictions, a leader both feared and revered. On one hand, he is often portrayed as a brutal conqueror, a man whose name became synonymous with destruction and death. His conquests left in their wake a trail of devastation, cities razed to the ground, and countless lives lost. This image of Genghis Khan, the merciless warrior, is deeply embedded in our collective consciousness, a testament to the indelible mark he left on the annals of history. Yet, on the other hand, there is another side to Genghis Khan, a side that paints him as a visionary leader. Here was a man who, despite his humble beginnings, rose to become one of the most powerful leaders in history, uniting disparate tribes under a single banner and forging an empire that spanned continents. Genghis Khan's leadership was not just characterized by military might, but also by progressive policies that were ahead of his time. He championed meritocracy, ensuring that positions of power were not simply inherited, but earned through merit and loyalty. This policy fostered a sense of fairness and equal opportunity that was rare in those times. In addition, Genghis Khan advocated for religious tolerance, a principle that was remarkably forward-thinking. Under his rule, people of different faiths were allowed to practice their religion freely, a testament to his respect for diversity and individual freedom. These contrasting views of Genghis Khan, the ruthless conqueror versus the visionary leader, add depth to our understanding of this complex figure. They challenge us to look beyond the surface, to recognize that power can be wielded with both force and foresight, that leadership can be simultaneously feared and respected. Genghis Khan, a man of paradox, continues to fascinate us, challenging our understanding of leadership, conquest, and legacy. As we continue to explore his life and achievements, we are reminded of the multifaceted nature of history itself, a tapestry woven with threads of both horror and heroism, brutality and benevolence.